Most cars have 4 basic sets of controls: pedals to control speed and assist with gear changes, the steering wheel to control direction, gears to help the engine cope with different loads and speeds, and the handbrake to hold the car firmly at a standstill. On a manual car there are 3 pedals. The right hand pedal is the gas pedal or accelerator. Press it and the car goes faster. Release it and the car will slow down. It's controlled using your right foot only. With the engine switched off, try pressing the pedal down all the way to the floor a couple of times. It should feel easy and smooth to press. The middle pedal is the brake. Press it and the car slows. How quickly the car slows will depend on how hard you press the pedal. The harder you press it, the more quickly the car will slow down. Continue to press and the car will come to a stop. It's important to remember that pressing the brake pedal also makes the rear brake lights come on. This will cause drivers following you to react, so don't use the brake pedal unnecessarily. Brakes should be used gently and progressively, meaning try not to leave braking to the last moment to stamp on the pedal. Try to plan ahead. Like the gas pedal, the brake is also only controlled using the right foot, never the left. With the engine switched off, try pressing it a couple of times. You will find it feels firm and won't travel all the way to the floor like the gas pedal. If it does, your brakes are not working. The left-hand pedal is the clutch. You control this pedal with your left foot. The clutch is used when you change gear or when you stop. As you will learn in later lessons, the clutch also has other uses, such as controlling the speed of the car at very low speeds, for example when you are reversing. It might help you to know when to use it if you also understand how it works. To do that, watch the use of clutch video. With the engine switched off, press the clutch pedal a couple of times all the way to the floor. Again, you will find this pedal feels different to the others. There's a kind of springy feel to it. This is quite normal. The steering wheel is controlled using both hands. For normal driving, it should be held in the 10-2 or quarter-to-3 position. Imagine the wheel as a clock. Your left hand should be in the position of 10 minutes to the hour, and your right hand in the 10 past the hour position as shown here. If you prefer, you can use the quarter-to-3 position, but my preference is 10-2 as it allows your arms to relax. What's certain is that you should never drive with your elbow resting on the door or your hands in odd positions, as this can and often does lead to loss of control, particularly in an emergency. To steer the car, we use the push-pull method of steering, which is described in the use of steering video. Gears are the means by which we control the amount of power or speed taken from the engine to the wheels. On most cars, the gear lever is mounted in front of the driver between the front seats ahead of the handbrake, but it can be placed almost anywhere within reach. For example, some cars have paddles on the steering wheel. Most cars have 4 to 6 forward gears and reverse. This model has 5. First gear provides the most power but the least speed. That is the gear, for example, you would use to move the car away from stop. Fifth gear has the least power but the most speed. This is the gear you would use when cruising on motorways. To learn more about gears and how to use them, watch the use of gears video. But for the moment, with the engine off, push the clutch down and select first gear as shown. Then, keeping the clutch down, select second, third, fourth, and fifth, just to get a feel of the gear lever and how it works. You can finish by placing it in neutral. In neutral, no gear is selected, so you can now release the clutch. The handbrake, or parking brake as it is sometimes known, is usually placed between the front seats. This brake is used to keep the car secure when it is stationary. It's important to know that unlike the foot brake, which works on all four wheels, the handbrake only works on the rear wheels. This means you should never use it when the car is in motion, as it could lead to a rather alarming handbrake turn. To release the handbrake when you wish the car to move, take it in your left hand as shown, lift it slightly, press the button and push the lever all the way down. To pull the handbrake on when you have stopped the car, take it in your left hand, press the button, and keeping the button pressed, lift the lever as far as it will go, hold it at the top of its travel and release the button. To understand more about the handbrake, watch the video Use of Handbrake.